Welcome to my channel Tech Set Go. Every once in a while, Apple does something that completely resets the expectations for one of its smallest devices. And this time, it looks like the iPad mini, Apple's most compact and portable tablet, is about to get a level up that could turn it into a serious powerhouse. We've seen a lot of leaks, rumors, and speculation, but now Apple might have accidentally confirmed exactly which chipset the next iPad mini will use. And trust me, this one isn't just a minor upgrade. It's a generational leap. Apple might have just revealed the A19 Pro chip, the same one that powers the iPhone 17 Pro. And if that turns out to be true, the next iPad mini could become the most powerful small tablet on the planet. So let's break everything down from the A19 Pro performance details to the rumored old display, release timeline, price changes, and the exciting upgrades that could make the iPad mini 8 the most balanced Apple device in years. Apple didn't even have to officially announce this thing for the evidence to start piling up, according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, who rarely misses when it comes to Apple predictions. The next iPad mini is absolutely in development. And interestingly, Apple's own internal code, which accidentally leaked back in August, directly references the iPad mini running on a 19 Pro chipset. That means the next generation iPad mini won't be using old hardware anymore. Apple is ready to bring its latest flagship chip to its smallest device. The A19 Pro isn't just an incremental upgrade. It's built on TSMC's third-generation 3nm N3P process, which means major efficiency and speed improvements. It packs a redesigned 16-core neural engine for AI tasks, next-G dynamic catching, and a unified image compression system. In simpler terms, it's faster, more efficient, and smarter than anything Apple has ever put in a compact tablet. The GPU has also been completely reworked with new accelerators, larger caches, and better memory management, promising up to 3 times the GPU compute power of the previous A17 Pro chip. That's a huge leap for a device that literally fits in one hand. The current iPad mini 7 with the A17 Pro is already a strong performer. It handles gaming, creative workflows, and multitasking without major issues. But with the A19 Pro, we're talking about laptop-like power in a portable 18 form factor. Expect faster load times, smoother gameplay, and better thermal performance during long sessions. Apple has been focusing heavily on bringing console-level gaming to its mobile devices. And with this chip, the iPad mini might be able to run demanding titles like Resident Evil or Assassin's Creed Mirage with ease. Combine that with Apple's Metal 3 graphics API and improved ray tracing support, and we're looking at visuals that rival entry-level gaming PCs. Now, Apple's segmentation strategy is also really interesting. The A19 Pro exists in multiple configurations. The iPhone 17 Pro gets the full fat version with 6 CPU cores and 6 GPU cores, while the iPhone Air version is slightly trimmed down with 1 less GPU core. The iPad mini will likely get the mid-tier version matching the iPhone Air setup. That may sound like a downgrade, but thanks to better cooling and a larger chassis, the mini could actually sustain higher clock speeds and outperform the iPhone Air in longer tasks like rendering video editing or AI workloads. Apple's thermal advantage here means this little tablet could punch well above its weight. Memory is another massive upgrade. The new iPad mini is expected to feature 12 GB of RAM, up from 8 GB on the current model. That's a huge step forward. More memory means more apps stay active in the background, better multitasking, and most importantly, more breathing room for Apple Intelligence. Apple's new on-device AI system, launching with iOS 19 and iPadOS 19, relies heavily on RAM for features like real-time language translation, image generation, and smart summarization. So this bump doesn't just make the iPad mini faster now, it makes it ready for years of future updates and AI features down the line. But what's really going to set this new iPad mini apart isn't just power, it's the display. For years, fans have begged Apple to bring OLED to the mini lineup. And according to multiple supply chain reports, that wish might finally come true. Samsung Display is reportedly supplying OLED panels for the next iPad mini, which means deeper blacks, richer C, OLEDs, better contrast, improved energy efficiency. Watching movies, reading ebooks, or editing photos will feel far more immersive on OLED, especially on such a portable device. However, there's a small caveat. The iPad mini will likely use a single-stack LTPS OLED panel instead of the dual-stack LTPO OLED that the iPad Pro uses. That means the mini may still be limited to a 60 Hz refresh rate. But considering the iPhone 17 now includes promotion at 120 Hz, there's still hope that Apple could surprise us by including it here too, maybe even as a 90 Hz panel as a middle ground. Even if it stays at 60 Hz, OLED's superior quality might more than make up for it. Cameras won't change dramatically, but we can expect some refinements. The rear camera will likely remain a 1.2 MP sensor with better image processing and low light performance thanks to the A19 Pro's improved ISP. The front camera will continue to support center stage, ensuring you stay perfectly framed during FaceTime calls or virtual meetings. Audio might also get a small upgrade. Apple could introduce a quad speaker setup similar to the iPad Air, which would significantly enhance media consumption. So when is this new powerhouse arriving? Analysts are divided. Some sources suggest that Apple will unveil the iPad Mini 8 alongside the new iPad Air in early 2026, while others think the old version might not be ready until 2027. It all depends on panel supply and production timelines. Apple could either launch an A19 Pro iPad Mini in 2026 with an LCD display and then switch to OLED later, or they could hold off and release the full OLED version all at once. Given Apple's perfectionist approach, waiting for the old model seems more likely. The iPad Mini 8 could easily become the most capable small tablet on the market, compact, powerful, and smart. It's a product that perfectly embodies Apple's philosophy: minimal size, maximum capability. So, what do you think? Would you buy the new A19 Pro iPad Mini even if it stays at 60 Hz? Or are you waiting for Apple to finally bring promotion to the smaller lineup? Let me know what matters most to you: the performance, the display, or the price. One thing is certain: Apple's next iPad Mini is shaping up to be one of the most exciting small devices we've seen in years. A19 Pro performance, OLED visuals, Apple Intelligence, and that iconic one-hand form factor all combined to create something truly special. If Apple nails the pricing and timing, the Mini could once again redefine what a small tablet can do. So whether you plan to upgrade or just admire it from afar, the future of the iPad Mini looks brighter than ever. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for the next Deep Apple Dive right